Good evening, one and all. We're here at the famous Eden Gardens. I'm Adam Gilchrist, and with me in the commentary box is Ali Mitchell.
Always a pleasure to sit alongside you in the commentary box.
Thanks, Ali. Let's join them down in the middle to find out who will be fielding first.
Wins the toss and decides to bowl first here. The home captain obviously thinking they've got a good grasp of the conditions.
Saha pulls out, dead ball.
First ball of the match.
Beautiful timing there off the front foot. It's racing away. The fielder out in the deep has some serious work to cut it off.
Pierced the gap wonderfully on the offside at cover.
Saha deflates the crowd there, pulls up short, and that's going to be a dead ball.
How will he reply?
Second dead ball now.
Might look to go big again here.
Oh, great shot, but not going to beat the fielder. And dropped. Oh, great bowling. No reward. And that's going to fly away to the boundary. Tried something a bit different last delivery, and the captain shouldn't mind that too much. If they get it right, they just might get that wicket. Chance to run two. Flex that one, simple as you like inside the ring. Beats the outside edge. Good bowling there.
Marsh with a leave. Didn't like the width.
Yeah, well played. Could be a quick single. End of the over. Australia 12 for none.
End of the first and an exceptional start. Some big shots early on. Can build some momentum easily off that over.
Great shot. Nice and compact on the front foot. Head was perfectly still.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was no point chasing that.
Great shot. At least one on offer. That's gone down. India with a massive shout. It's almost palpable, the excitement emanating from this crowd at the moment. Finds the middle, but won't find the boundary. Could be close. With the fall of that wicket, we have a new batter at the crease. Inglis will be looking to make a strong start to their innings. Stunning shot, fired straight back at the bowler and running away for four.
There's the drive down the ground. Cracking stroke.
Couldn't get it through the field. That's the over. Australia 22 for 1.
Well, they started off with a bang and they're still going on with it.
Lovely cover drive, straight to the extra cover fielder. Wow, that's missed the lot.
Left the wide delivery alone.
Nearly gets the edge. Saha with a great delivery there. That'll be a dead ball. Oh boy, that's a maximum. I want to know how far that's gone. Came right off the meat of the bat.
Well, that's what you pay your entrance money for. It's flown into the crowd. A brilliant shot off the front foot. No need to move.
Head waited on that and guides it down to third. Fielder coming around may stop it before the boundary. The bowler stopped short there. Maybe didn't like the feel of their approach. Straight to the fielder. Time to follow up after such a great delivery. Pitch it on a length is obviously the way to go. It's a leading edge, but just doesn't carry to the fielder. Inglis, fortunate there. A lot of pressure coming to the crease. Not had the best of weeks leading up to this game, so I want to show everyone their strength. Got on the inside and played that wonderfully. Fielder needs to work hard to stop that. Doesn't beat the infield. And the spectators are absolutely brimming with anticipation. There could be a couple if they hustle.
Field now.
Huge. That has flown. Can't afford to go too full again. It does help to switch up your deliveries just to keep them guessing. Finds the fielder with that shot. Cuts that off well in the infield. Another pour over completed. The batters are starting to have a field day out there. The momentum, it's all in one direction.
They're setting up the middle order to really attack the later overs.
A new well timed, but there's a fielder out there. That's huge. That's a biggie. It is out of here. Absolutely smoked off the bat. Power and precision in that shot.
Well, what a lovely shot. It flew to the boundary. That's clearly not the type of delivery to be bowled.
Focus after what happened last ball, but you just got to stay positive and believe the wicket's going to come. Edged it and gone straight to the keeper. one of the easiest catches you'll see. New batter comes to the crease. Never an easy time to come into bat after the fall of a wicket. Can't get that outside the ring field. A poor over. The captain's going to have to make big decisions on this bowling attack if this continues.
Batters are set and they're maintaining their excellent start so far.
Great shot. At least one on offer. Everyone's gone up.
To stop the rotation of strike with these field changes.
Thick edge. Time to keep the pressure on now. Great ball, that last one, to find the edge. It's just a case of finding the same spot. Got down and rolled the wrist beautifully. The batter's made a bit of a meal of that delivery. Great commitment. End of the over. A good one in terms of keeping the batters quiet. Just needed to take a wicket to make it an excellent one. 5 fielders are now able to be moved outside the circle. Yeah, well played. Could be a quick single.
Nearly got through them, just got onto it in time, and with enough bat speed to pick up 4. No shot offered. Through to the keeper.
Massive outside edge.
Good return there, back from the deep.
Just got to follow up that last delivery. Found the edge, but no reward, but putting pressure on the batter. Huge shot. That's a massive shot. Just incredible.
Well, that was just textbook. Finds the space and power to lift that ball over the top, and it just keeps going.
Nicely played. Runs one. Shot. Should be runs here. India will need to change their approach, leaking runs. That'll give both batters enormous confidence.
They've got busy working the ball around and hitting boundaries in between. It's a good setup for a strong finish.
Onto that early, that could be 4. Finds the middle, but won't find the boundary. Great shot. There's a fielder back there, but they won't be stopping that one. Green loves the short balls, and that hook shot was no exception.
A lovely shot off the back foot. The shorter ball having no joy and getting dispatched for 4 runs.
They'll get at least 1 here.
The moves are being made in the field, looking pretty balanced between defence and attack.
Power and precision in that shot. Oh, what a great piece of fielding. 4 runs saved for sure. Really wound up for that. Ball seemed to come onto the bat quicker than he thought. The whole team's gone up here. What's the umpire going to say?
Looking for more balance between attack and defence.
Lovely cover drive, straight to the extra cover fielder. Winds up but misses. Looks like they went a bit too early on that shot. There'll be runs here. Well timed, but there's a fielder out there. He's quick onto that in the infield.
How clean did they hit that? Plays that immaculately with a straight bat.
This bowler knows how to give the ball an almighty tweak. Let's see how they go. Got down and rolled the wrist beautifully. Does very well to quickly get across to this one. It's a long way to walk out there just to turn around and walk straight back. They'll just want to get this first run behind them and then push on. Cut away to deep point, should just be the single. Oh boy, that is so close to leg. Square cut, finds point, no run. Collects that one, simple as you like inside the ring. Strong appeal. What's the umpire's decision? Lovely sweep shot. Didn't try to overhit it, and away goes the ball. Oh my word, that is huge. Middle, that's a monster of a shot.
That's just a brilliantly aggressive shot. Gets onto the front foot and it's flown over the boundary.
It's the most enthusiastic crowd you could ever see right now. There's a buzz, a real buzz coming from the stands. Beats the cover fielder. Nice shot.
Got onto that so early. The cut shot in front of square teased the field all the way to the boundary.
They'll get at least one here. The big one, 12 runs out of there. Australia are 97 for 4.
They've got busy working the ball around and hitting boundaries in between. It's a good setup for a strong finish.
Going with pace now. edge, but it drops safely. Let's just see if they can get that ball up into the slot as before. It's so crucial. You've got to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure. Perfectly timed. Good stop. Probably managed to prevent 4 runs.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was no point chasing that.
Wow, that's missed a lot.
Maxwell doesn't offer a shot.
Lovely cover drive, straight to the extra cover fielder. That's huge. That's a biggie. It is out of here. Absolutely smoked off the bat.
Well, that was a slower ball, but didn't fool anyone. Got the timing just right. Beautiful shot.
It's gone down. What a chance.
Hit that one on the up. A fabulous drive for 6.
What a shot. Lovely on drive, and there's little chance of anyone catching that. Right out of the middle. That's a boundary save for sure. Oh, that's cut off nicely. 4 runs saved. That's the over, and a poor one at that. Nothing you can really say to soften the blow when you leak runs like that.
Been some really good overs strung together. They've taken some risks, along with some good running. A very good total is on the way.
Onto that early, that could be 4. Field will come up now, you'd think. Pressure should be on as the new batter strides to the middle. They'll be looking for another quick wicket. Beautiful timing there off the front foot. It's racing away. The fielder out in the deep has some serious work to cut it off. There's an almost tangible fervour throughout the crowd at the moment. Six of your finest, please. Cover drive for a maximum. Brilliant.
Well, that's what you pay your entrance money for. It's flown into the crowd. A brilliant shot off the front foot. No need to move.
Nice shot. Straight to gully. Mightn't get to the boundary. They should get at least a couple. Belts it away. Maxwell with 4 more.
Well, that's textbook perfect. A lovely drive through the covers. No need for the fielders to chase that one.
Massive outside edge. Time to follow up after such a great delivery. Pitch it on a length is obviously the way to go. They'll get at least one here. Finds the fielder with that shot. Couldn't get it through the field.
Into the 16th over, Australia, 136 for 5.
That was a boundary the moment the ball left the bat. Can't time that any better. Perfection.
Beats the field with a great shot.
It just looks so easy. Gets onto the front foot and eases through the ball. Changes in the field to reduce the number of boundaries. The batters are going to have to take risks now to keep scoring them.
Beats the outside edge. Good bowling there.
Maxwell lets it go through to the keeper.
Edged it. No one there. It could be 4.
That was a good strong throw back in, right over the stumps.
Punch down the ground. Mid-off and mid-on in pursuit. Just need to keep it simple. Line and left. Roundabout off stump. That'll force a mistake. Maxwell, stand and deliver. Holds the pose as the ball goes straight over the bowler. 6 more.
Hit that so hard. Pressed forward, got the body shape right and launched it. One for the textbook.
Maxwell advances and throws the bat at it with absolute disdain. Cut away for 4.
That was a solid shot, really well played. Ball was dropped just a little shorter and a great shot off the back foot.
Interesting decision to change the bowling. Found the going tough earlier with the ball. A huge challenge with how well these two are scoring. Oh boy, that's a maximum. I want to know how far that's gone. Came right off the meat of the bat. Oh my, that's racing away. Saha showed some great skill there, saved a potential boundary.
No shot offered there.
Great shot. At least one on offer. Nicely played. Runs 1.
Good return there, back from the deep.
Thick edge. Doesn't beat the infield. Smashed all over the park. I wonder if the captain will stick with them.
There was some wonderful stroke play on offer for the fans here. Bowlers just weren't tight enough.
Drive straight down the ground. Mid-on will collect that one, though. This could be trouble. Before that wicket, the new batter comes charging out to the crease. They're quick to take guard and face up. Massive outside edge.
Never an extra run on that arm. Great throw back in from the deep.
Edge, amazing delivery. Time to keep the pressure on now. Great ball, that last one, to find the edge. It's just a case of finding the same spot. Power and precision in that shot. Huge edge.
Good throw from the deep. Bang on target.
Just got to follow up that last delivery. Found the edge, but no reward, but putting pressure on the batter. Oh, well, don't even bother running.
Threaded it through brilliantly. All timing on that shot. All the way. Got it right out of the middle.
Onto the front foot. Super shot. Should be 4.
Doesn't even wait to see if the ball's going to do anything. Onto the front foot. Punches it away to the boundary.
Huge shot. That's a massive shot. Just incredible.
That was seen so early. The timing was brilliant, and that is stayed hit. Fantastic.
Shot. Should be runs here. I didn't feel there was too much wrong with that last delivery. They just need to keep the ball in the right areas, and the rewards will come. No, no, no. Terrible shot. Got on the inside and played that wonderfully. Fielder needs to work hard to stop that.
Good return back from the deep.
That's gone for 6. That is a huge one. Maxwell, that's plenty from these bowlers.
Just a little bit of room given, and the power was immense. That's flown over the boundary.
This is a very defendable total. The openers will need to get their eye in very quickly and get the scoreboard ticking over if they have any chance. Can't get that outside the ring field. Nearly gets the edge. Hardy with a great delivery there. Misses everything.
That was a tremendous delivery. Fizzed through to the keeper. No more short balls this over.
Chance to run 2. Cuts that off well in the infield. Bartlett coming on, obviously hoping the pace will cause some trouble.
Is coming into the attack.
heaved away and punished over the rope. That's a brute of a maximum.
Well, they've faced one ball, scored 6 runs. Can't be much more efficient than that.
It's a nice sweep shot, but finds the fielder at square leg. Oh my, that's just flown off the middle.
That's just a brilliantly aggressive shot. Gets onto the front foot and it's flown over the boundary.
Yeah, it can be very disheartening seeing good deliveries smacked around. Sometimes, though, you just got to accept it and move on. That's 4 all the way. Beautiful shot. End of the over. India are 18 for none.
2 overs done in the power play and they're off to a good start. Might look to go big again here.
Winds up but misses. Looks like they went a bit too early on that shot. Really wound up for that. Ball seemed to come onto the bat quicker than he thought. In the air and gets away with it. Risky shot with a few slips in place, but it's timed well enough, and that'll be 4.
That really wasn't a great delivery. Seen early and it was dispatched with a plum.
That's got a flight number attached to it. That ball has gone a long, long way.
Well, that ball has been hit. It's flown into the crowd. To get that much power coming forward onto the front foot is just ridiculous.
Well, the batter's made a bit of a meal of that delivery. Australia will need to change their approach, leaking runs. That'll give both batters enormous confidence.
10 to 12 and over at the moment, or thereabouts. The batters have done well so far, but they've got to keep this pace up all innings.
Wow, that's missed the lot. Just stunning bowling. Saha is new to the crease. They'll be keen to field bat on ball early. Australia with a massive shout. You can just feel the sheer excitement around the ground right now. Massive appeal. Might have just been missing though. Yeah, it's so clear that all these spectators here today completely enthralled and energised, judging by that noise anyway. Go for it. It's high in the air. Fielder coming around, but it looks like it'll carry.
Well, you can't fault that shot. Nicely played, and it was 4 runs all the way. How will the bowler respond? A lovely delivery. Got it in short and surprised them. They'll be happy only one of those is allowed.
Beautiful timing there off the front foot. It's racing away. The fielder out in the deep has some serious work to cut it off.
Well, the delivery was poor. Still needed to be put away, though. And what a lovely shot to find the boundary.
Great shot. At least one on offer. Oh, whack. Hit the bones out of that. It's gone for a maximum.
Well, that's a waste of a delivery. Absolutely no trouble getting onto it and dispatching it for 6. Can he come back with a dot ball?
What a shot. He hit that one hard. No need to run.
4 runs. They were so still at the crease. Just a slight movement forward. Fabulous shot. Bowler needs to tighten up a bit.
Into the gap and finds the boundary. Wonderful shot for 4.
Well, that was a poor delivery. You can't bowl there, and it got what it deserved. How will he reply?
End of the over. India are 52 for 1. Australia can now have 5 fielders outside the circle. Going with spin now. Oh boy, that is so close to leg. Goes for the drive, but it's a wild shot. Oh, that's a biggie. Oh, that is huge. All the way for a maximum. And it's gone many rows deep.
Just missed the line. Not the worst delivery, but that was dispatched with interest. Everyone just watched that in awe.
Oh, now then, that's high in the air. Batters should get a few here.
Well, that's what you pay your entrance money for. It's flown into the crowd. A brilliant shot off the front foot. No need to move.
It's evident and ever so audible that the crowd is at near bursting point at today's play. Head over the ball. Great shot. That's racing away.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was no point chasing that.
Too good. That is huge.
Well, enough leverage there to get a good swing of the arms under it to get it over the rope.
That's the over. India are 74 for 1.
Well, they've just kept going, haven't they? If a wicket falls now, the rest of the batters can probably come in with a really aggressive mindset.
Cautious, the pace bowler coming into the attack. Pressure will definitely be on for the new batter as they take guard. Marsh, I'm sure, will be onto their bowls to pick up another quick wicket. Goes in the air and gets good purchase.
You can't hit the ball much better than that. Timed it to perfection.
Beats the outside edge. Good bowling there. Beautiful timing there off the front foot. It's racing away. The fielder out in the deep has some serious work to cut it off.
That is a masterclass of batting. Reads the length, gets forward and dispatches it to the boundary.
Cautious, has kept the pressure on in this over. Just needs to maintain the momentum going forwards.
At the moment, they've got a chance in these next few overs to shift momentum if these two stay in and keep up this shot making.
Great shot. It was a good length to try that, and they did that with maximum results. 6 more.
Hit that so hard. Pressed forward, got the body shape right and launched it. One for the textbook. Six last ball. How will the bowler reply?
Oh, my word, that is huge. Middle, that's a monster of a shot.
Well, that's just timed brilliantly. Moves closer to 50. Going to need something special to get the wicket.
That's 4 all the way. Beautiful shot.
Well, you sometimes just have to stop and admire batting like that. Gets onto the front foot early, well-timed, and 4 runs.
Oh, my, that's just flown off the middle.
Well, that was just textbook. Finds the space and power to lift that ball over the top, and it just keeps going.
"23 runs added in that over. India 105 for 2.
Kept the heat on throughout this innings so far. Really good batting. The next few overs could tell the tale of just how big this score will be. Good return there, back from the deep.
Oh, swept and long as well. That's a terrific shot. 6 more.
That's just silly. The power on that shot is incredible. That's the sort of shot you want to see at a cricket match.
Cracks off the bat. Nice shot. Punch down the ground. Mid-off and mid-on in pursuit.
Well, there wasn't a lot of time to choose the right end, but unfortunately, they went for the wrong one.
Got on the inside and played that wonderfully. Fielder needs to work hard to stop that.
It just looks so easy. Gets onto the front foot and eases through the ball. They can just stand and admire that shot.
Really playing all their shots that over. Very expensive.
You wouldn't have thought the power play was over by the way the batters have kept going on with it. They're well above the required rate.
Misses. How did that not hit? Huge shot. That's a massive shot. Just incredible.
Well, with shots like that, it's not going to be long before the hundred's up. That was a really well-timed stroke.
Well, goes for the helicopter shot. Ambitious. Didn't quite pull it off, though. Oh, that's a biggie. Oh, that is huge. All the way for a maximum. And it's gone many rows deep.
All the way, got it right out of the middle.
Expensive over that one. There's going to need to be a serious tactical rethink. The batter's confidence is really growing.
The batters have left a clutch of 4s and 6s in the scorecard. They're powering this team to victory.
Super shot, that. Good stop. Probably managed to prevent 4 runs.
The runs are starting to come now. Really good shot for 6. This innings is starting to build.
Boundary last delivery. Is that the sign they're trying to push the run rate? Lovely cover drive. Straight to the extra cover fielder. Well timed, but there's a fielder out there. He's quick onto that in the infield. 8 runs added in that over. India, 138 for 2.
Kept the heat on throughout this innings so far. Really good batting. The next few overs could tell the tale of just how big this score will be.
Misses everything. That's high. Is there enough on it? There is. Add that maximum to the scoreboard. Thank you very much.
Just a little bit of room given and the power was immense. That's flown over the boundary.
That's the most enthusiastic crowd you could ever see right now. There's a buzz, a real buzz coming from the stands. No, no, no. Terrible shot. Winds up but misses. Looks like they went a bit too early on that shot. Oh my, that's racing away. Oh, what a great piece of fielding. 4 runs saved for sure.
That was a boundary the moment the ball left the bat. Can't time that any better. Perfection. Might look to go big again here.
And with that wicket, the new batter will mark centre. Just needs to rotate the strike early on as they get settled into their innings. Nearly gets the edge. Bartlett with a great delivery there. Someone different now to bowl at. Brings a different set of problems. I feel it's just a matter of pitching the ball up and getting them onto the front foot. That's been smacked away. Fielders will not stop that one.
Caressed that nicely through the gap to the boundary. That's just a brilliantly aggressive shot. Gets onto the front foot and it's flown over the boundary.
Green has the ball in hand. The captain will be hoping they can tie one end down. Runs have been flowing a little too easily. There's an almost tangible fervour throughout the crowd at the moment. Well, the batter's made a bit of a meal of that delivery.
Oh, there you go. A no ball. Maybe just trying a little too hard. Just need to get more control back.
Green will be disappointed with that previous delivery. Not up to their normal standards. Nice shot. Runs possible. Missed the lot. Over pitch, punch through the leg side. Fielder's got some work to do.
Well, that ball has been hit. It's flown into the crowd. To get that much power coming forward onto the front foot is just ridiculous.
Good shot, a beauty.
Follows up the first 6 with an even better strike. Impressive hitting display at the moment.
End of the over, 14 runs coming from it. India, 172 for 3.
No stone being left unturned by the batters. This will be a massive score.
Really wound up for that. Ball seemed to come onto the bat quicker than we thought. Oh, swept and long as well. That's a terrific shot. 6 more.
Was seen so early. The timing was brilliant and that is stayed hit. Fantastic.
Went for the drive, complete miss. Massive appeal. Might have just been missing that. The spectators are absolutely buzzing right now. Huge levels of excitement all round this ground. Oh, now then, that's high in the air. Batters should get a few here. It's almost palpable, the excitement emanating from this crowd at the moment. Too straight. It's just been helped on its way for a maximum. Fine shot there.
Well, that's a waste of a delivery. Absolutely no trouble getting onto it and dispatching it for 6. Bowler needs to tighten up a bit.
Oh, that's a biggie. Oh, that is huge. All the way for a maximum. And it's gone many rows deep.
And another one. It's raining 6s now.
End of the over. India, 197 for 3.
Well, these middle overs have just been a constant bombardment of boundaries. The fielding captains tried everything, but nothing's worked. Showing that they mean business this innings, barely seem to have got going and they're hitting 6s. How will he reply?
There'll be runs here. Couldn't get it through the field. Great fielding there, very accurate long distance throw. That's the end of our broadcast for now. Hope you enjoyed the match and join us again real soon.